Cinema, cinema, cinema. Okay, GG's boys. And apparently there was something that I missed about Reddit having an absolute meltdown over the Venezuela guy, which I didn't know about. So we're gonna go watch that now. See what that's all about. You'll understand what I mean when you see it. I believe you. I believe you.
They think they're better than me. They
Yes.
think they can get one over on me. I'll show those dirty Americans that they'll never take my— Whoa!
It's pronounced Venezuela.
Alright,
What?
Donald, you got me. Now what do you want? You know what I want, and I want it now, so give it up, or there will be consequences, and they
He wants oil for Israel.
will be huge. Look, I can't just give you our massive supply of oil. It's the only leverage we
Not joking, by the way,
have.
Spanish
I'm
pronounces
not
Z
talking about
and
the
sub C
oil,
as
I'm
th.
talking about something
Oh.
much more important to the American people.
Wait. Wasn't Venezuela one of the last places that didn't have a Rothschild bank? I wonder if that was a secret ingredient in this whole conflict that we've been missing.
I don't understand. What else could you possibly want? You're the United States
Also
of
don't have a
America.
V sound?
Don't
Gay.
make me spell it out for you, Mad Duro. I'm afraid you'll have to. BBL's Mr. Former President. Big booty Latinas. Give us all of them and you're free to go.
They
How
want the big
dare
booty
you ask for
Latinas.
such a thing? The big booty Latinas are the only thing holding the country together. That is a request I cannot fulfill.
Based? Lol.
Then I have no choice. You must perish now. But wait,
They
what if I
kidnapped him
gave
over
you—
big booty Latinas.
All
Truly
right,
the
boys,
timeline of all
clean it
time.
up. I guess the oil will do.
This explains the edit that I saw where Donald Trump looks behind the door and looks out the window and says, "Wow, I gotta take a look at this." And he looks outside at the big booty Latinas. It all makes sense now, it's coming together.
Hello, Internet. Today is an amazing day, and I am
Did bro just open up with "Hello Internet"? MatPat, is that you? Is it him?
super excited to show you guys why I love making videos on this absolute train wreck of a site. So we are going to be covering the biggest Reddit crash out I have seen in a while going on right now over the capture of Maduro.
Oh, speaking of the other Reddit thing, if anyone's got a link for me to react about the Reddit mod, like I've heard about it. I haven't seen the video, but I know of it. If anyone's got a link to that, I'd like to see that. It's gotta be the most cringe crash out that I've heard of so far, based on what people are telling me, but I haven't actually seen it for myself. If anyone's got a link to that, pop it in my Discord.
Because whenever there is a socialist or communist
think
dictator in trouble, we can
Mo's posted it.
always rely on Reddit to defend them. I love being this early to coverage because this is when all of the retards congregate to give the worst opinion on whatever is going on, and we can all catch them before they inevitably delete the posts. So we have a lot to go through today, and without further ado, let's get right to the posts. Alright guys,
Nice.
so today we are going to be checking out r/complaints because this subreddit, for whatever reason, has just been the center of the astroturfing in terms of all of the but pro-Venezuela, pro-Maduro, anti-Trump, whatever, you know, politics.
He actually looks like Dr. Disrespect, no cap.
And I could honestly make an entire video about this subreddit because much like a lot of other subreddits, it's just all complaining about politics. But anyway, before we begin, I just want to say that I'm generally anti-interventionalist, including this situation right here, but you know, it's already happened and all we can do now is hope for the best. And it doesn't seem like anything horrible has gone on. It seems like what happened in Iran where we just swiftly took action and there doesn't
Video
seem
is
to be—
quiet? Hold on. You mean quiet as in no sound, or quiet as in... Wait, why is the brave audio? Oh, hold on. I actually forgot. I need to actually change the audio manually. Soft? Yeah. Okay. Should be louder now. Thanks for letting me know.
repercussions
Is it fine now?
So, you know, at this point, all we can do is hope for the best. But, you know,
Gotta take out the
Redditors, they
trash?
just
Thanks for lurk, man.
love to just bitch and complain. Make
Is
up
this better,
bullshit.
Sandra?
You already know the drill. But anyway, let's find the stupidest posts, even though find is a strong word because they're going to be literally everywhere here.
It's a little better?
But
Nice.
we should give Ukraine weapons.
You want
This
it
is
louder?
my
I can put it
opinion.
louder.
No, that's pro-war. we're invading Venezuela, which invading is kind of a strong word because it seems like all we did was bomb a few things and
There we
then
go. I
capture
put
their
it up.
leader. And, you know, now Venezuelans are celebrating in the streets, so it doesn't seem like we're being quote unquote invaded. In fact, I saw people waving the US flag in these celebrations or whatever.
That's kind of weird. Imagine that. America takes out a dictator. All of the retards and Karens are crying about, no, how dare America, go cause all sorts of problems over there. And what a fish cake, the usual dumb excuses they bring out. And then you get all the Venezuelans that are celebrating. The the mental disconnect that some of these people on the internet have is absolutely mind-boggling. They're the type of people that needs to go inside of Asmongold's box. Okay, the box he says that you need to put them in. Put every one of them into that box. No
and also,
exceptions.
if you guys remember, I think back in August, Maduro did double dog dare us to capture him. He said, "Come get me." So
And Trump was
I
like, "Bet."
guess mission accomplished. Trump's invasion of Venezuela should lead to his removal from office. It's illegal, and the basis is almost entirely falsified, not to mention the war crimes committed thus far. He needs to go, regardless of his other policies. It's simply insane that the leader of the free world thinks he can go around invading sovereign nations whenever he sees fit.
First of all, it's not an invasion. It's a kidnapping. Secondly, yes, he can. As the President of the United States, you can basically do whatever you want to any other country, and there isn't anything they can do about it. The mythos of this international law needs to go, in my humble opinion.
I love how Redditors use legality whenever it's convenient to them. Like, it wasn't legal when they were just sending copious amounts of fentanyl into our country, but all of a sudden, when we just remove some illegitimate leader from their place, which,
Presidents get
like I
snide to do
said, I
whatever
don't think we
with the
should be
military.
doing,
Yep.
but I mean, at the end of the day, the outcome seems to have been pretty positive, so you know, all we can do is throw our hands up and just say, all right. Because most people just only care about outcomes. They don't really care about the principles at the end of the day. It's just, did this thing work and was it good? And if the answer is yes, then, you know, they just go about their lives.
I'm willing to bet if it was another president, like, say if Kamala Harris was in office and she did it, they would probably be celebrating. They probably only molding because they're looking to complain about something in regards to Trump. That's my guess.
But don't let these people weaponize your own morals or principles against you, because they will gladly break their own rules.
Thank you for the other
as long
horse.
as the
I appreciate it,
outcome
Thunder
is
Cobra.
in their favor. That's why you should really never take
50
Redditors
biddies.
seriously. But anyway, if Nicolas Maduro stands trial in the United States,
Thanks for the
and
other
gets
biddies.
convicted
Thank you
of
so much,
34
man.
felonies, does that mean he's qualified to be our next president now? Just checking what the standards are these days. Oh my god. Oh my god.
This how do I say this nicely? 400 pounds of neckbeard sweaty hands. Type this and press enter while adjusting his fedora. Again, another 50 biddies? Thank you so much, Thunder Cobra. You are the true patron of this channel.
It's just so fucking cringe, dude. But it's great content. I love it. This is what I meant, guys. Whenever you see people crashing out over shit on Reddit, it is just the best content ever. The Republican Party should be permanently barred.
Hold on, and the two keys. No, I'm not shutting up. How dare you?
From the presidency, as they violated various laws that show they are dangerous to democracy. You are legally not allowed to be president if you staged an insurrection, as the 14th Amendment states. Yet at the same time, the Republicans have continuously pushed for Trump to remain president after he staged an insurrection and actively tried to undo election results.
If I'm not mistaken, he didn't actually stage the insurrection. Didn't he condemn the January 6th riots? If I'm not mistaken, that was the actual reality of the situation. He didn't have anything to do with that.
Not only that, but they have constantly violated the separation of church and state, have taken part in sex trafficking, and have invaded other countries.
What? Where's the sauce?
They have proven to be a danger to both the US and the world. As such, if we ever had a Democrat president again, okay, they should pass a law never again to allow another Republican candidate.
Wouldn't that mean you wouldn't have democracy any longer? So they champion democracy until the people vote for something they don't like, then they suddenly don't like democracy. Well, this is just peak Reddit logic right here.
Oh, we're the fascists though, dude. Okay.
Reddit's sauce always trust me to
top comment. Look, I agree. I think a lot of it is bullshit, but the fact that you're simping for the worst alternative, it just will never get old to me.
He actually makes a good point. Like, sure, they're not a perfect party, probably as corrupt as the Democrats, made a couple of mistakes while in office. But the comparison to the Venezuelan dictators, it's a bit much.
Solutions these people come up with are that of like a 4th grader who just found out what democracy was. And honestly, this may sound retarded, but you know, I want basically all of them arrested. So if one party can arrest half of them, you know, that's a pretty good outcome to me. And then next time, hopefully, you know, the other half gets arrested and, you know, we just keep that cycle going forever. You know, shit's fucked, but the least you can do is have fun, you know? The USA shouldn't be kidnapping presidents. Oh, okay. I just, oh my god, dude, I'm gonna crash out. It's just whenever it's fucking convenient for these people that Maduro is now just this leader that's worth respecting in any type of way.
Okay. When someone says this, ask them, would they be okay with some other country, you know, UK, Germany, doesn't matter, kidnapping Donald Trump and everybody else who's a problem in the Republican Party so that they can only vote Democrat? Guaranteed. They will be more than welcoming of it. The left has got to be some of the biggest hypocrites I've ever seen.
Like I said, they are literally waving American flags in Venezuela right now for what we have done. Like,
and I bet that they would even be they would even be doing that in, I'm trying to think, was it Iran? Because I know Iran is having like these huge protests and the government's doubling down on it, shooting protesters and stuff. I'm fairly certain that if Trump had to go in there and just completely bomb the Iranian government, they would 100% fly American flags around. They would, not saying they should, you know, go and bomb them or whatever, or do a little bit of kidnapping here and there. But if they did, there would be celebrations. And there would be protests in America, you know. It just happens.
Of all people to complain about what happened, you would think if he was just a normal president that it would
everyone
be
I don't like is a dictator. Everyone
Looks
I don't
like
like is a
Trump
Nazi.
just bombed the capital of Venezuela. How's those no new wars working out? Must be a lot of left in those files. Oh, I mean, I don't see a war happening, do you? If there's a war, where's the war footage? All we're doing is seeing people celebrate in the streets. Following a white man to war because he disliked the sound of a black woman laughing will go down in American history as one of the dumbest acts of self-sabotage ever.
My orange man bad, says the chick with the bright hair, with the bright red or blue hair. Yep. Every time. Also, thanks again for the extra 100 bits. You've given a lot of bits today. Thank you so much, man. This whole thing, not even ChatGPT is as lobotomized to spit out a sentence like this, and it is completely lobotomized and paused.
Ah yes,
This
the
is another
anti-racist Redditors will never miss an opportunity
Cobra
to
love,
invoke
yes.
the race and the gender of whoever they're talking about. MAGA will go down in history in disgrace. Worse than Nazis.
Worse than Nazis? Oy vey, the 6 billion that were killed by the MAGAs.
And apparently, this
retarded.
person couldn't last 9 hours of this post being up. Preface, don't any of you MAGA tell me you are not racist. I live in Florida. You are all racist as hell. I hear you with no brown people are around. dropping bombs and referring to Hispanics and other ethnicities by their ethnic slurs. You are all trash.
Well, hold up. You got special spicy words for Hispanics too? Oh, any taco lovers in chat? You gotta send them to me. I need to be able to properly greet my Mexican bros.
For the temporary time that they have control, they seem to be celebrating the fact that they are able to abuse their own citizens, as well as migrants, bully other countries around, this person's fucking writing is horrible. Rename bodies of water at their will.
Okay, so abuse their own citizens as well as migrants, bully other countries around to rename bodies of water at their will, be openly racist and hostile as what? I don't think this person got very good English grades.
This of all things to be worse than the Nazis for.
I know a few, but I'm
Renaming
joking
the
around
Gulf
some
of
words.
Mexico to the Gulf of America.
That's okay, we're good
is
friends.
on this same list. Oh my god.
He knows all
At
the
their
ones for
will,
me.
Openly racist and hostile as hell, waiting until Christmas to basically strip poorer Americans of their health care. Look at the Somali community. Even if there was daycare fraud.
Ah, yes, community. It's like calling, I don't know, like a gang of thieves a fraternity.
Oh, now he's making excuses for it. They have used this as an excuse to basically demonize and try to throw out an entire community. It's because they're using the fact that they're Somalians as a defense.
So wait. So if every Somali engages in fraud, we can't throw them out because they're Somali. Is that the Reddit logic here?
That is why. Can't you see that you put them in this position by defending the fraud in that manner? Just like they have been doing with the Hispanic people lately. It is obvious that MAGA is nothing but a hate group. This is a Nazi movement. People need to wake up to this garbage. Or, sorry, to what this garbage is. And it needs to be stopped. If we can't do it, hopefully the rest of the world steps up to the plate before the United States destroys it through pollution, wars, and MAGA
Oh, it's one of those
racists
eco-green
trying to perform disguised ethnic cleansing. I remember hearing the Dutch shave the heads of females who slept with Nazi soldiers. Now this is a schizo crash out if I've ever seen one.
I wonder just how badly the keyboard is damaged from the 50-pound sausage fingers that had to type this away.
They are 100% worse than Nazis.
Is that logic? Can I
because they
say
had
there's
the
no logic on
history
Reddit?
that
True.
included Nazis to learn from, and they ignored it. We have finally taken the final step of they are Nazis to now they're worse than Nazis. It is great to see the Reddit developments. Thanks, Trump. The US has almost completely been transformed into Putin's Russia. Oh my god, dude.
Not true. Putin doesn't like gay people, so it's not Russia yet.
Step the fuck outside. Cost of living is horrible. Personal freedoms are limited, and a no-holds-barred executive acts without any legislative checks to enrich a small clique of super wealthy oligarchs. Sound familiar?
Yep, that's just like the Democrats.
The only small daylight between these two states is that one still has free elections, but don't hold your breath. Thanks, Trump.
They throw around that label
so
so much.
Nothing actually
yep,
has
much.
changed from this first part. I don't remember the cost of living getting any better from 2020 to 2024, and you were certainly way less free to actually express yourself.
Decepticons, I have returned. Autobots roll out.
Online, and we just now found out that a big part of that was because of the government. You know, the entire internet is practically free, yet people still think that the US is anywhere close to the shithole.
That's a Transformers reference.
As a country. And it's not to say that the Russian people are bad or anything, it's just that making this comparison is absolutely retarded. Bro, what the fuck? Exhausted of emboldened supremacist, shut up Nazi, and it's...
How did this get 33,000 updates and 11 Reddit diamond nodes? The first episode of Transformers P was it Primal? Right at the end? Oof. It's been a long time. Transformers Prime. Was that one of the is that the OG 3D one or is that another one?
The Jake Paul fight? What the fuck is going on? Did I miss something? Trump and MAGA are
Either way, it's
fucking
been years
warmongers.
since I've
That's
watched.
all you people are. It's not American first by starting more wars,
The
bankrupting our
2010 one?
economy,
Okay,
and ballooning the
it's been too
national
long.
debt.
I
Yeah,
haven't
because
seen
that
it.
hasn't been happening for the last fucking 30 years. Jesus Christ. U.S. national debt is now 38.5 trillion. Yeah, it's fucking shit. I treat MAGA as pariahs. I refuse to speak to them. When MAGA falls, I will be the one who shames every member of this hate-filled pedophile cult every last day of their life. If you voted for Trump, you are nothing more than an ignorant, racist piece of shit. If your kids join
Oh, I thought POS was like the opposite of POC. Like you got person of color, and then you got person of something else. Okay, I was wrong.
the military or ICE, I won't donate to wounded warriors when when your little racist comes back in a wheelchair. I'm done with MAGA and their shit people. Account deleted in 10 hours. Dude, the bot wars, bro. Hold up, let me check this account. Oh wait, I fucking can't. It's deleted. Never mind. I want to see how long it was, how long it's been active. But oh well, let me scroll all the way up and then filter it by like the last 24 hours or whatever. It has come out that Nick Shirley was lying about alleged Minnesota daycare fraud. Why are right wingers so gullible? Oh my god, I watched this news report and basically all he was saying was, "We are not committing fraud." What do you mean? We are not
Wait. So the guy who was committing fraud said he wasn't committing fraud, and Redditors clapped.
committing
Wow.
fraud. Look at this. We are not. Answering none of the actual questions. Oh my lord, dude. This got 6 awards. Anyway.
By the way, just looking at the rules post over here, you can tell a lot about the community just by looking at the rules that they enforce. No racism or bigotry or hate speech. You immediately know you're stepping into a zone without any form of logic or reasoning or sound, what's the word? Personal hygiene.
Okay. I'll cover that in another video. Let's get back to Venezuela. I'm afraid MAGA just started World War III. Trump basically allowed the Russian, why is it Z's, aggression in Ukraine.
Ah, yes, I'm gonna go tell my fellow Razian friends about this one.
Trump invaded Venezuela and now he's talking about Mexico and Cuba, not to mention Canada and Greenland. This means USA will have its hands full in America, which will allow China to invade Taiwan, and who knows else? And who else? And there are several wars bubbling in Asia, Africa, and Middle East. Fuck MAGA. First of all, it's not like these conflicts haven't been brewing for decades already. And I mean, it's not great, but they are more or less stable. And also this comment down here, Venezuela was traded for Taiwan and Ukraine. Venezuela does not have the same resources that Taiwan does or Ukraine. This is oil, not like what is it, minerals and metals and chip manufacturing or whatever.
I'm pretty sure also Venezuela's oil deposits is like far inferior to America's oil deposits, so it's probably not even worth invading them for oil. West in Russian, the Z was painting a lot of their tanks. Oh, interesting.
And also, nothing was traded. I don't know what this person is fucking talking about. Americans need to wake the fuck up and remove Trump and his MAGA government from office before it is too late. Trump and his entire MAGA government need to be removed from power and charged, it says changed, with war crimes and treason, misleading the American people. Great vague posting. This is what we call karma farming right here, and it fucking worked. 2,000 karma for free.
I mean, not to brag, but I have about 200,000 karma. And a few hundred followers, and I moderate like 12 subreddits. But I am the lightest moderator out of them all, and the most based.
No specifics, no nothing, just Trump bad. And don't get me wrong, it's not like when they add specifics that you're getting anything more value. But I just find it so funny when I see posts like this that actually get awards and shit. All right, let's see what r/politics has to say on this matter. The USA has captured Nicolas Maduro, Venezuelan president, and extracted him from the country. Maduro will stand trial in the United States courts, which means it's now the U.S. administration's position that U.S. courts can hold foreign presidents, but not the U.S. president, accountable for crimes. Look at this Reddit logic, dude. Yeah, it's hypocritical. Okay, it's still a good thing. I don't think we should have, but now that it's already happened, we have him, and we should charge this piece of shit however the fuck we can.
I agree. I agree. You should put him in the same jail cell as Diddy, but with lots and lots of baby oil.
The No More Wars president is honoring tradition and history from which this country never learns by meddling in Latin American affairs. Once again, a Republican starts a war. I can't wait to see how Trump and companies spin this as Biden's fault when things start to go downhill. Like I said, when is this war happening? Is like, am I missing something? I've been checking, Twitter or whatever to see what's been going on the ground, and I don't see a war taking place. This will only embolden more risky behavior. Now, this is actually probably the most, legitimate comment that I've read so far, and something that I am actually concerned about. But Trump needs to be removed from office immediately. Edit, since all the MAGA dummies are coming out of the woodworks on this. Trump is a pedophile, racist, blah, 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 blah. We've already heard it a fucking billion times. Well,
yeah, and it's always trust me, bro.
If Biden really cared, he probably should have put him in jail the first time. All I'm saying. And look at this. Venezuelans across the globe celebrate U.S. capture of Nicolas Maduro.
Hey, vivas Venezuela. 0 updates from Reddit. Wow. Ain't that just hateful and bigoted of them?
0 upvotes, 62 comments. Was this before or after the US announced it was going to run the country and steal all of its oil, presumably for the next years to come? US companies and Citgo developed those oil fields, enriching the Venezuelan government. Chavez seized them, and like all socialists, he and Maduro badly managed them and using the assets to borrow cash they spent.
Wow, that sounds just like South Africa, wouldn't you say, Bulu? Socialists getting a hold of assets they shouldn't be having, badly mismanaging them. That sounds very familiar.
Yeah, like, have you seen Venezuela? I'm pretty sure anything would be a better alternative than what they currently are dealing with. However, I don't think we're gonna steal all of the oil. I mean, obviously that's probably a big reason why we even infiltrated there, that and the drugs or whatever. But like I said, there's a lot of uncertainty, and maybe it does go horribly wrong and these people are right, but I'm more curious to see what actually happens, because this is such a crazy development. I'm not holding my breath, but I can guarantee one thing, it'll definitely be content. But yeah, guys, it's been a crazy day. Like I said, we probably should not have done this at all, and it definitely doesn't align with my principles. But at the end of the day, it seems like it went okay. But hopefully this doesn't turn into another Iraq. But who the fuck knows? I don't. I doubt it will. The best. What the fuck can I do? All I can do is say, just keep criticizing him when this happens. But if the outcome is good, which I hope it is, then big Trump W, but we'll see. But anyway, thank you so much for watching the video.
Oh, thanks for having
comment,
us.
And subscribe. And thank you to all my base gods, base legends, super based, and base certified members.
I like base people.
I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Peace. All right, that was a good video. Now we just gotta see what happens with the whole what was that place called? The one that's on fire currently. Iran. There we go. We gotta see what happens in Iran.